Hey guys, I'm doing a book review, and if you couldn't tell by the title of this video, it's a real heartbreaker. See what I did there? See what I did? Am I alone? Okay, let's move on. If you have not read HeartBreakers, do not worry, this is a spoiler-free review. I will not be spoiling you in the least. I'm basically just going to be telling you what the book is about and my general thoughts about it. The book follows a girl named Stella, who is a triplet. She has a fraternal brother, Drew, and an identical sister, Kara. I hope I'm saying her name right. Stella goes with her brother Drew to Chicago to get their sister some of her Heartbreaker swag signed by the band. And them doing this is both for their birthday and to cheer their sister up from something that happened that I'm not going to spoil you for. And well, after staying up all night driving to Chicago, you of course are going to need coffee, so a Starbucks visit is necessary. And at the Starbucks, Stella happens to run into a cute boy that he seems familiar, but she can't really place him. At the Heartbreakers autograph session, she realizes why he looks so familiar, because he's the lead singer of Heartbreakers, Oliver Perry. They sadly do not end up getting anything autographed from the band. Stella is like kind of guiltily relieved about this because she didn't know how she's going to interact with him right after seeing him and not realizing who he was. And things really pick up when she runs into him again, but this time she runs into the whole band. And she is so frustrated that she ends up trash talking the band and their music, which I have to say was kind of unnecessary but very hilarious to read. After Oliver gets her back, her and her brother do end up getting their sister's stuff autographed for her. And they get to spend a few hours with the band, getting to know them and just hanging out like normal people. And she gets a lot of pictures from this night because, you know, she loves photography. And those photographs end up landing her a job as the band's blogger. So she basically follows them around on tour and takes pictures of them as normal teenagers and how well they get along, and that's supposed to squash some of the rumors that have been going around about the band. It also means she's going to be away from her family for a good 2 months, which she's not that comfortable with given the situation they're in. I have mixed feelings about Oliver, mainly because he does very stupid things that end up hurting Stella. But he is an overall good guy, and he does have his reasons for a few of the things he does. Then there's JJ, who I found to be a very funny character, and he kind of made me think that he's like the little brother of the group. I don't really have much of an opinion on Xander. He's nerdy and has a lot of allergies and food issues, but he seems like a very cool guy. Then there's Alec. And I want to see more of Alec because he's like the silent brooding type, but he also has these moments where he's like very emotional and he seems like someone you can really trust. We don't really learn anything that personal about him, and out of all the band members, I think I like his personality the best. Then we have Stella. First off, I gotta say, I love the name Stella so much, and this may sound weird, but I actually named my car Stella. Yeah. I don't go around naming all inanimate objects, just my car. But she was also one of the most relatable characters I've ever read about. One of the main reasons I relate to Stella is because what she's going through with her sister in this book is also something that I went through. Not personally, but someone in my family close to me went through. I also don't like being away from my family because I always feel like something is going to happen and I'll be needed there, so I find it easier to just stay at home and not even bother going places and doing things. That way it's like nothing is screwed up. I can be right there if something happens, which admittedly is not very healthy. Something else that we have in common is that I'm very, very short-tempered. It may not seem it, especially in these videos since I cut out all the bad screaming parts. Heat and humidity and being outdoors 9 times out of 10 triggers it. Or constant noise. If I don't have like a couple hours of just peaceful reading time, I'm a monster. But getting past my short fuse issue, I just found her really, really relatable. I think she's the most relatable character I've ever read about. Kath from Fangirl would be my second most relatable character. Overall, this book was just so cute and funny, and I really enjoyed reading it. There's supposed to be a second book this series called either The Queen of Hearts or Paper Hearts. I'm not sure, but it's supposed to be out in February, and I cannot wait. I highly recommend this book for everyone, especially if you're into contemporary reads. And if you're trying to get over a reading slump, this may be the perfect book to pick up because it's so easy and fun to read, and it's so relatable. I gave HeartBreakers a well-deserved 4 out of 5 stars. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!